Hi, this is my Precalculus video on exponential demand functions as part of supply and demand questions. So, I'm going to discuss how exponential demand functions work. Okay, I love giving financial problems because this is something that works with students from all different backgrounds, everyone loves money. So, if I come up with money questions, usually that I don't have to worry the men, the women, from all different backgrounds, from all different countries, everyone loves money. So, I can use these questions without worrying that I'm going to lose interest from a portion of the class. Now, exponential functions make a lot more sense with supply and demand than the linears we did towards the beginning of the semester. The idea in linear demand functions, if the price got too high, the demand went negative, which was hard to imagine. How do you a certain amount of stuff got unsold or something like that? What is me? But exponential functions, if the price gets too high, the amount you sell just goes towards zero. Sales become rarer and rarer. Okay. Now. Okay, and so exponential functions are actually in some ways better for supply and demand than linear. Now, let's consider this question. If you can sell 5 Toyota Corollas a month for $17,000, but if you make the price $15,000, you will sell 10 Corollas. What is the exponential demand function? So, just like when we did linear, we create a price quantity. Now don't be confused. In this case, the prices are large and the quantities are small. For some items, the prices are small, right? If we're selling ice cream, the price is small, the quantity is large. If we're selling cars, unless we're in some kind of incredibly active market for cars, the prices will be high and the quantities will be low. So $17,000, 5 Corollas. $15,000, 10 Corollas. Price quantity. Now, what we want to do is we're going to make the quantity a function of the price for both supply and demand, because I like to think of us as a seller of goods, not. Okay, and when you're a seller, you can set the price. You can't sell how much you're going to sell. You can just control how much you're going to charge. Okay? Now, the exponential function is, the form of it is y, the dependent value, in this case q, the quantity, is going to equal c. Let me put that in math mode. So we're going to have the quantity q. Let's make that as a little q. Equals c b. That's the coefficient and the base to the price, and that is the general form of exponentials. Now what we do is we set it up. The quantity 5 equals CB to the 1700. I always like to put the higher independent value first on top. And then we divide that by 10 equals CB to the 1500, and you see the C's from this division cancel. So we get 5 over 10, and the exponents subtract. Equals b to the 2000. Now this is very similar to the math we did when we were discussing how to do the stock project. So this should not be too exotic. So we get 5 over 10 equals b to the 2000. Now to get b by itself, I take both sides to the power 1 over 2,000. And the exponential, when you take a power to a power, the powers multiply, and that will give us just b. So I took 5 over 10. Now I put a lot of zeros so that, because the number of zeros I put here corresponds to the number of digits it gives me here. So 5.0000 over 10.0000 to the power 1 over 2,000 is going to be 0.99965,349. That's fairly typical for when there's a very small power. Okay. Now, so 10, so then I take the bottom line, because I always use the smaller power, that's just a little accurate. 10 equals c times the base 0.99965,349 to the power 15,000. 15,000. Okay, so I just took this one and substituted the value for b. That equals b. Now, I divide both sides by this. And that's going to give me a value for c. That equals c. And that's 1810.09. Now you could probably round this but as 1810.1, but I don't need to round it, so I'll just give it all the digits. And now my d of p is the coefficient I got, the c, times the base to the p. Now I check it with this formula. I check it by plugging the other price, 1,700. So I plugged in 1,500 to calculate c. Now I plug in 1,700, and you see I get something that's really, really close to 5. Now watch out. Like I said, if you lose digits, if you don't give a lot of digits of precision with exponentials, sometimes they can really punish you. And that is calculating the demand function, an exponential demand function.